YouTube. It's Tone. I'm back with another one. And I'm going to do another version of this, but this is something I found inside my folder. So I had to block out a couple of things because I have my personal information in it. But, this is for anybody who thinks that I just talk this shit on the internet and I would never do this shit. You got me fucked up, bro. Because I'm definitely the one to do this shit. And so this is the thing. I think this is extremely underrated. This action. So it's called rescission of contract. And so look, check this out. It says in essence, rescission has a retrospective effect on the contract. As a result, the legal obligations and duties of the parties are extinguished as if they never existed. When the court rescinds the contracts, the parties must restitute what they have received from one another. So when you understand what this thing is saying, in essence, what this sounds like to me is that they would have to provide restitution for all the funds that they drew from any of the trust that they took while you guys were engaged in a contract. The same that you would have to provide restitution for any potential benefits that you had taken off of them during the contract, right? And so, to be honest, I think that they take way more from us than we do from them, and so we would still end up coming out on top. But ultimately, look, so this is the thing. So when you go into court, instead of arguing with these motherfuckers, you have an option to go in there and just rescind the contract. The same as you would with your girlfriend if she's getting fucking crazy when you walk in the house. Be like, yo, look, I think it's time for us to end this shit. Obviously, things ain't working out, so we're gonna call it a fucking day. You know what I'm saying? So when you understand the principles of contract law, when you go in there to fucking and you do a affidavit of a rescission, what that essentially is doing is cutting all ties with them and making it known at that point that there is no more obligations for either party moving forward at that point. So now I'm gonna go through what I sent these people. So this is when I had sent back my driver's license and shit because they were acting up with it. Like as soon as I started this process, they started fucking with me. So I was like, you know what? Let me just send this shit back to these people. I don't even fucking want it because you don't need it. So I sent them this affidavit along with the driver's license back to the RMV, and so it says, to whom it may concern. The affidavit stands as my official rescission of signature and non-acceptance of contract, license number, whatever, issued on 10/29/2018 with an expiration date of 5/22/23. So that's my birthday there too. So from the Registry of Motor Vehicles in the state of Massachusetts, after extensive research, I have come to find that the purpose of the original contract was for the apparent express purpose of driving a commercial vehicle. I find that the driver's license was and is completely unnecessary to travel lawfully in a private capacity in my automobile. Number one, I wish not to take part in business or take part in contractual agreements or obligations with the corporation, as I wish not to conduct myself or operate in a commercial capacity under your terms and conditions, as they are contrary to my rights and seem to undermine my God-given right to travel. This contract is null and void. The use of all the fictional all capital letter name in any derivative, so that's going to be frontwards, backwards, sideways, whatever. Any derivative thereof is prohibited except to reply to this affidavit. I hold a copyright to said names, which will be enclosed and may serve to officially put you on notice. Lack of full disclosure in terms for automatic nullification. You have failed to provide all the details of the contract. Therefore, any records created or kept during said contract and thereafter are proof of fraud, as I have never driven in a commercial capacity to warrant any record thereof being created or maintained. Number three, I have no contracts with the U.S. corporation or Washington, D.C. I am not a 14th Amendment U.S. citizen. I am not obligated in any way, shape, or form to be compelled to accept offers from you, your corporations, or any persons or actors that you may not have contracts with. Number four, for further elaboration, please refer to Black's Law Dictionary. I cannot lawfully be compelled, nor will I enter into or consent to accept any offer or implied express, adhesion, or any other contracts against my will. An affidavit, unrebutted, point for point, after 30 days becomes law. I can be reached at XYZ. And then you see here, so, I signed it all in red. This information is true to the best of my knowledge. So that's going to serve as a jurat notary. And then so here I got the stamps here, so that's giving me a claim in equity. And I wasn't able to send it to a direct party to hold them liable because they're like the IRS. They don't fucking ever sign their name on anything, and they don't ever really they don't ever give you somebody really to hold liable. They kind of just talk from like a broad standpoint as a corporation and never as a individual person. So I sent it to this fucking place just as one, but I got my green return slip, right? So you send a certified mail with the green slip returned, and so when you get the green slip, that's going to serve as your proof of service, right? On top of the fact that you got this notarized, so you got your 2 witnesses there, 3, you being the 3rd one. So the affidavit of rescission is a completely underestimated action that you could take to find remedy in a lot of situations. You'd be surprised. So when you understand what it is that you're dealing with is a trust to three-party agreement, so that's gonna fall under contract law and things like that. Admiralty and all that is all contracts. So you at any point, for any reason or no reason, have the right to rescind any contract. They can't force you to do anything. But it has to be in the form of an affidavit like that. So I'm gonna find another version of this too that you could use maybe for other things too. But this shit is awesome. So you guys should look into that and look into this definition too here that we have, rescission of contracts. Look it up. So that's what I got for you for now. Until we meet again.